Hey guys, at BV Matson here, and we're back with the 1972 CL350. If you guys recall, previously, both of the spark plugs broke off as I was trying to take those out. So I got a little overzealous, 100% my fault, but I did go and pick up an extractor kit. So I'm going to show you guys how to extract a broken spark plug today. So there we have it. Really unfortunate event happened when I was trying to take the spark plugs out. They basically just sheared off. I'll show you those plugs here. Here's what we need to do first, though. All right, in order to even have a chance, we're going to use some PB Blaster. I consider this an upgrade from WD-40. But what we're going to do is we're going to spray PB Blaster in, and we're going to let it sit. We're going to let it sit for quite a while. Let this stuff kind of do its job. I have similar situation on the other side of the bike as well. Same deal. I'm going to go in here and we're going to PB blast this. See if we can get these things out. So right now, it's just a waiting game as far as getting this thing to go. And I think what's really, really important today is that we have a ton of patience. What I ended up going to pick up was a right hand bolt extractor set. All right, I got it at my local auto parts store. Cost me about 20 bucks. And there's a whole bunch of different options here. What we're going to end up doing, I think it's probably going to be this bigger one that we're going to need. The spark plug's completely knocked out. Okay, so yeah, this is going to work just fine in order to try and do that. But I've actually never used an extractor set before. So let's go on this journey together. But again, we are going to let this PB Blaster, I'm already thinking about having a beer, PB Blaster do its thing. I'm going to let this thing sit for quite a while, keep coming out, spraying it every 10, 15 minutes. I really don't want to rush this process today, so we're going to take our sweet time. Now, additionally, just in case, this could get kind of rough. So I did go and get a spark plug whole thread chaser just in case I end up really screwing some stuff up. And if I really run into some problems, I do have a 14 millimeter re-threader kit. So, I mean, anything that we do today, I'm going to be able to fix with these tools. But I tell you, it was a bit of an investment today at the auto parts store picking up all these parts. I am so disappointed in myself for breaking those off. Um, but we'll make it right. Again, the whole project here is getting this engine out. I bought this bike solely for the motor, just to kind of expand my knowledge on these vintage Honda motorcycles. So it's not the end of the world. If this was my personal bike, I would be in the corner weeping right now. So kind of looking at this extractor kit is going to go in here. I don't have a whole ton of room, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just remove my points cover on this side. See if that opens up just a little bit more space. I want a lot of room to work. I'm being ridiculously careful this morning. I just really want to get these spark plugs removed. Again, I cannot tell you how disappointed I am. But there's our points. We haven't really looked inside here yet, but our points are exposed, and hopefully that's going to give me, that gives me a lot more room, a lot more clearance here to get this extractor in here and to go for it. But again, I got to stop. Right now, I really want to get going, right? I really want to start diving into this thing, but got to give time for this penetrating oil to dive in. We've got one on each side that we got to try to get out of here. So it's going to be a toss up. So wish me luck, guys. So I'll give you a quick look at kind of what happened. So here's spark plug one. It's a really bad scenario because the entire post actually broke off, and I'm almost positive that it is inside the cylinder. So that sucks. The other one I got a little luckier on. It's just the threads, or the threads on the bolt that broke off. But this one is a bad deal. And the other sad part is I don't remember which side it was that broke completely off. So either way, it was an engine teardown project to begin with. and it's going to be a full engine teardown because of this. You can't have stuff bouncing around inside the cylinders. So that's a pretty big deal. So I just kind of want to show you what happened. Here it is, came out and just bam, broke right off. All right, it's been sitting for about 15-20 minutes. I've also been WD-40ing the hell out of this over the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to hit it a little bit more here with the PB Blaster, and let's go for it. I'm going to lock this onto my crescent or onto my ratchet. When I insert this into the port, I'm going to push, and hopefully we get this thing to seat, and we're just going to start turning. Hopefully good things start to happen. We're not getting too aggressive. I saw it turn just a little bit. So we're going to keep going. Oh, my ratchet actually gave out. What the hell's up with that? Oh, come on, Crescent. All right, that ain't working. Let's hit it with some PB Blaster. The thing is with these extractors, they're actually expanding. Oh, yeah, this 12-sided socket ain't cutting it. It's actually stripping out on the socket. That's not going to work. That was a complete waste of time. I've been misled severely. So going to have to think of something else here. Give me one sec. All right, going to change gears. Just went and got the crescent wrench. Got as tight of a fit as I can get on it. And we're going to try to break this free. I'm going to go around this side and really try to put some controlled torque into this. Yeah, it ain't going, boys and girls. It is not going at all. This is super frustrating. Oh my God. This is really problematic at this point. I think I'm going to have to just reverse out, rethink here a little bit more. So far, we're failing with the extractor kit. All right, we're going to do something a little bit more aggressive here. Or actually kind of old school. Pull this off of here. Yeah, I was greatly misled by my awesome friends at the auto parts store. This was like the worst thing ever to be using. Was this 12 millimeter, this 12 millimeter 12-sided ratchet. So my advice was very bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the old trusty Vise grip. In a pinch, these have always served me really, really well. I'll go a little bit more torque on this even. Let's see if we can get her to turn. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's torquing the tool more than anything else. This is a real PETA, guys. This is a real jam here. Let's go zoom in here. I mean, it's on there really, really well, but we're just not getting any movement out of it. I'm trying to think of a way that I could possibly get a breaker bar onto this, but I just don't have the right setup to really go after it. I'm going to go all the way on. I'm going to go even tighter with this Vise grip. Really clamp that on. Now I'm going to put my back into it. Let's see if we can get this thing to turn. Nope. That is not coming out of there at all. Boy, God, have you guys ever seen such a thing? All right, guys, I'm just going to let this sit, actually. I just sprayed it down again good. I'm just going to keep hitting it with PB Blaster. Um, I got a couple things going on. Number one, I do not have the right tool to be able to use this extractor. This crescent wrench isn't cutting it. The vice grips are just too springy. The 12 millimeter 12-sided socket strips out. It's not tight enough. So in order to do things, I said this in, I think, maybe the second video, if you don't have the right tool for the job, things get super, super frustrating. Guarantee you, if I can find the right connector for this, and I can get a breaker bar on this, I think I'm going to get a lot more leverage out of it. At least I'm going to get the full torque out of the tools that I'm trying to use. The search is going to continue. I'm going to have to dig in and see what the hell are people using to connect this with, because there was nothing available at the auto parts store. Um, that I went to. Maybe I could hit up a couple other ones, but it didn't seem like a real common piece. The thing with this channel, guys, I mean, I'm kind of learning right along with you. This is my second bike, and I want to share with you my wins and my losses. We're all going to learn some of this stuff together. I'm going to keep hitting this stuff with PB Blaster. Keep an eye on it and just let her sit. I'm going to be really, really patient. I don't want to get all crazy, whipping out the Dremel and start cutting into things, all right? Because the ultimate thing at the end of the day would be to get this motorcycle engine out, rebuilt, and put into another bike someday. You know, that would be like a huge rewarding thing for me. So back to the drawing board. If you have some tips for me, leave them in the comments, please. I'm looking for some help here. Next step, I think I might go get some refrigerant and freeze this inside piece that I'm trying to get out. That little bit could help move it. That may be my next step. If I get a chance, I'll run uptown, go grab some of that. But other than that, thanks for watching the videos. I'm sorry we weren't victorious today, but that's the way it goes. If you like the videos, please subscribe. Also, follow along on Instagram and Twitter at BVManson. Thanks so much. I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission. These things have kind of pissed me off. And I'll be honest with you, the thing that pisses me off the most is that I did it in the first place. I'm the one who broke those spark plugs off. But after this experience, I'm wondering if I would never have gotten those spark plugs out anyway, because this is rough. If you've had similar experience, please let me know. Have a great day, guys. We'll do some more videos here in just a little while.